Just a quick little video. I have come across a channel called From Babylon to Eden, and it's a little season channel because they're aware of the little season, and they are trying to come up with solutions for those of us who, are waking up and are super tired of living in this mammon system, which is like exactly what I was feeling. Like, okay, well, now we know the truth. What do we do now? And that's like basically the purpose of their channel. And it ties in with what I already kind of knew about, but since I Googled it, it's like the sovereign citizen movement, kind of, but with a different spin, because we're actually God's creatures, and we are man and woman, and we are not these entities that they can control, and we have more power than they want us to know we have. So they are using their own system, their own legal system, to fight back and to, not have to pay for things like water and housing. That's what I've gathered. I haven't even finished like one video from their channel, but because I had a minute, and because I think it's important, because I know there's a lot of other people out there that are interested in doing the same thing, because we're just weary. We're just tired of this. Like, some of us are like considering taking a voyage out in the Pacific and possibly dying trying to find the land of Jesus. But, I don't even know if it's there, or if it's at the north, or if it's in the sky and then descends. Like, we really don't know enough yet for us to just hop on a ship and head out there and see what we find, especially considering all the legal stuff with, where you can and can't go out there, which I'm sure you're not allowed to go to the place where they would be. I mean, it just makes sense, right? I mean, are you really not allowed to, or they just say that and then they'll just let you go because we're free? I don't know. But I think if we could find a way to live on the earth without having to do the soul-sucking 9 to 5, where our families are split apart in many cases, and people are just tired. We're just tired. We're breaking down. We're tired. That's why a lot of people really want to believe in Trump, because he says a lot of stuff that sounds really great, just like all the presidents. I mean, it's no different. I'm never real excited until something actually changes, But, because I know better. But either way, you might want to check out this channel, From Babylon to Eden, and just hear what they have to say, and just get it on your radar and kind of follow the progression of what they're discovering and trying. So they actually have people who are trying. I only know of the one in the video that I've only partially watched. And I think she's in South Africa, and she has like a little plot of land that has like nothing on it, and she's trying something with this new system and this new information, and she's fighting with the with the government there. And the guy was saying, yeah, this typically happens, but eventually they fold, because we're right, because we don't belong to this system. We're God's kids. We're his, and not the devil's. Like, he does get to like run around loose here for a little while, apparently because of Isaiah 14 is what he's talking about in it, which is another thing I was wondering, is like, why is he allowed to roam free and like deceive? And it's because, well, free will, first of all, and God is giving him a chance to, he said he wants to, try to be God. So like, God's like, all right, let's see how you do. And I mean, I could see that definitely, because he's obviously not going to do as good as God, and we have to choose between God and the enemy anyway. So it's like, God can still communicate with us, and he can still bring us to him amidst all this evil and deception. And it seems like that's exactly what he's doing, and that may be why he's doing this too, revealing this information on how to be free and not be a slave, which is exactly what we are. Like, as soon as you start researching truth, and then you realize We are slaves. This sucks. I'm tired. I just want to, I want to work, but I don't want to like work a 9-to-5 for money to buy the things that are technically free, like the woods right there. Like this world, this earth has everything we need. Why are we paying them for what's just right here? It just doesn't make sense. And why do we have to pay for a piece of land that we'll never own? Because we have to pay property taxes for the rest of our lives for it, which means we have to always participate in the mammon system. Like it just never, that feels so suffocating to me that I can never be free, that it gives me that hopeless feeling. So that's why I'm interested in little Seasonists presenting ideas for how to get out of this mammon system, so we can just be families, raising children, raising them right, homeschooling, teaching them how to live, like not how to work for the system, but how to live, how to grow food, how to raise animals, how to slaughter the animals, how to make food. This is the things that we need. We don't need any of this other stuff from the Babylonian system. None of their education, half of it's lies, if not more. And it's just a waste of our lives. And I'm tired of it, and I want better for my kids. So I'm gonna watch how this progresses, because they're actually trying it. And of course, of course there's that fear of, are they gonna come for me, And that's why I stopped looking into it before, is because I was like Googling, like, is it legal? Is it legit? And of course Google's like, no, it's illegal. People have gone to jail. And that may be so, but maybe they didn't use the right wording. Maybe they didn't say, I am not so-and-so, I belong to God, and I have every right to be on this earth. And maybe they didn't cancel all the contracts that they made, because apparently, like, your birth certificate and your social security card and any, like, I forget what they called it, any registrations that you've done, like voter registrations, are you consenting to their system? So I love this. Somebody that knows about the little season in real life in my circle told me about this, which is why I love where I'm at right now and where I live, because there's actually real people in my environment that I can hash things out with and learn from. And so it's such a blessing. And yeah, so it's exciting. You might want to look into this channel and, see what you think. I'm not going to try anything until I get more information, or until they've, I don't know, like, I wasn't going to make a channel either. And then I was like, why not? Other people are doing it. I'm just going to share what I know to be true at the time. And I'm always going to admit that I could be wrong, because I've been wrong before. So could this be a dead end? Sure, we'll see where it goes. But I think it's interesting, and I think it's worth investigating, because I could see how God would give us a way out. Because another verse in the Bible says to come out of Babylon. And if this is Babylon, which I don't know, it doesn't feel right. It feels like slavery. And if Babylon is like that Roman Empire that's been ruling over the people and suppressing them for basically, I don't know about all of human history, but a significant portion of it, well, they're still around, and they're still using their language over us and controlling us with their tactics. So I am very interested in how to get out from under that, so I can be free, because I feel very oppressed by it. It is so draining, and I don't even have it as worse as some, and I just can't handle it. I just can't. And they also recommend in this channel to become like producers. So if when you do get free, or even now, start thinking like, what can I be making that's useful for society, or just yourself, and then it could become a business, kind of like the Amish do, which is what I always loved about the Amish, is that their whole family, they know how to do stuff. In fact, us regular people, we hire the Amish to come do our construction for us, because none of us know how to do it, because we're too busy working our 9-to-5 desk jobs, working for mammon. But they're out there using their hands and actually know how to live. and they'll be the survivors if they turn the water off and the power off, because some of them don't even use that stuff. They just use the natural water from the land, and you know, and they may not be perfect because no one here is, but I've just always been like, wow, that's really cool that they are so old school and know how to do stuff. And I want to teach my kids how to do stuff, but I don't know how to do anything either because I was raised in this mammon system. But we can come out of it. It doesn't take a whole lot of effort. It just takes an idea or a hobby or something that interests you, and you just kind of start doing things for yourself around the house, and before you know it, you have a business idea, something like that. So it's exciting. So I guess if you want, go follow them and let's see where this goes.